Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you live. We're going to do some future predictions. We're also going to tell you what you need to know. So if you're tuning in, there's a reason. Don't move. Let's get those answers. Spirit, guide and direct me with these cards, with this message. Show me what needs to be seen. I am an open vessel ready to receive the message to deliver to anyone who's watching that needs answers and clarity. Spirit guide, show me, show me. Good morning, Peaches. Send your energy right here. Let's get that message. Hi, everybody. So glad to see your faces. I've missed you. Okay. First card out is the Ace of Swords, and it's in reverse. So the first thing I want to say is you're dealing with a situation that's been dishonest. Someone isn't telling you how they really feel, okay? They're not being honest with you. They're not being clear and upfront and straight up with you at all. This is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. What is this person not telling you? Seven of Wands in the reverse as well. This person is not telling you that they're ready to give up on somebody or something. They're ready to give up on it. They're not fighting for it anymore. Okay? If it's not a person they're giving up on, it's a situation they're giving up on. But they're not telling you that they bit off more than they could chew. It's too big of a fight. They don't have what it takes to fight this. They're not telling you that they actually respect your boundaries. This is someone that secretly is an admirer because they complain about your boundaries. They say it's a real issue, but it's not, because they know that you're doing the best thing for you, and they actually deeply respect that because they themselves don't do that for their own self, okay? The 7 is about learning, so they're learning a lot from you. They're also not probably sharing with you that you inspire them. You show them what it is to do good things for yourself, stand up for yourself. Whenever that card is reversed, usually someone is struggling to take a stand. They're usually a people pleaser. They usually lack confidence. They're not sure what it takes to win this battle, to protect themselves. They feel like they're not going to win and they have to give up and back down. Is it even worth trying? So I want you guys to think of different scenarios in your life where you're dealing with an air sign. Because right now they're just thinking, lay down the sword. Someone is not going to fight with you anymore. If you've been at war or a battle with someone, I think they're going to lay down the battle. They're going to put it down. They don't want to fight with you. Another reversal. This is crazy. They don't think that they're going to have a second chance with you. They don't think they're going to have a new beginning. This person feels pretty destroyed, pretty defeated. I also want to say this person knows that you were right. That's what's coming across. You were right. I was wrong. I should have listened to you. You warned me. You told me this was going to happen. So they're just feeling very defeated. This is what somebody's not telling you. It's the truth. Wow, now we have Two of Pentacles in the reverse, which is crazy. And that is, my life is in shambles. It's rock bottom. I can't even keep my head above water. Wow, this is followed by Three of Cups in reverse. If you're wondering, Steph, are all your cards in reverse? Guys, no, they're not, okay? I don't know why we've gotten all reversals, but they're not. They're not all coming in reverse. But in this reading, they are. So here we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Future prediction. They want to come back into your life. They know they've ruined the relationship. They know they've ruined a friendship with you. Trust, if you will. They know they've kind of drug you into cycles when you didn't want to. This is humiliation, is really a lot of what it is. And it's a big problem. If you want to send your question, put it down. I can't read it later, so I'm going to need it again. But if somebody could jot down Ellen's question if she has to leave, that would be greatly appreciated. Gosh, this person has lost all hope. They can't even defend themselves anymore. They're so humiliated. This person, karma has come back and bit this person. They've lost their courage. They've lost their power. Okay. With the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, I just feel like their world is kind of falling apart, and everything they had in their hands, everything they had a hold of has fallen. It's dropping the ball, if you will. I've dropped the ball. I've dropped it. I don't have everything I said I have. I don't have it all together. If this is a lawsuit case, I don't have all the proof I thought I had. I don't have all the evidence I thought I had. I don't have it all together. There's no way I'm going to win this case. If it's, I've been caught lying, I've been caught lying. I'm exposed. I can't defend my stance anymore. My lies have been proven against me. There's no way I can continue lying. This is, in essence, I've been busted. Three of Cups is I've lost everything. I've lost my friendship with you. I've lost a deeper connection with you. I've hurt us. I've hurt what we built. I don't know if we can ever get this back, but the Eight of Cups in the reverse is kind of a good sign for I don't want this over. Even though all this has happened, I'm kind of hoping I can come back into your life. Okay. And in the future, in the prediction, it shows that they will come back into your life. They're not going to disappear forever. They do plan on coming back. Okay. So let's see about how they want to come back in your life. Spirit, can you show me this person that does want to return after all this humiliation? Show me the Eight of Cups in reverse, please. We have faith. So they have faith that even though it's completely messed up, and I mean completely in reverse, they have faith that your connection was meant to be, and it's bigger than them and it's bigger than you, and things will come back together again naturally. They've been carrying a heavy cross. They've been carrying a heavy burden. And all they have now is faith in Christ, faith in God, just prayers to get them out and through this. They do want you. They still desire you. They're hoping that this is all going to work out in the end. Bottom of the deck. Wow, it is the Tower. We have a second bottom, Page of Wands. I'm going to keep that right there. The overall bottom line energy, to be honest, is they're not going to get to go forward with what they really wanted. Whatever plans they had sought out in their life, just in general, it's not going to pan out that way. Things are going to drastically change. The Tower, I don't see as much of like as a nightmare. I see it like liberation. Everything they work so hard for is being delivered from them. They're not going to have that path. Okay, this person is not going to have that path. There's no way. The reason they're not going to be able to continue with their plans is dishonesty and actions taken that they can't take away. Okay, they can't take back what they've done. They can't take it back. And I just feel like they know I can't fight this anymore. Why am I fighting the universe? Why am I fighting everything that's stacked up against me? This is the kind of person that kept hitting a brick wall and decided to keep walking forwards and keep hitting the brick wall. And everything was in their face. Everything was telling them, don't do it, stop. They didn't listen. They just kept hurting themselves. Now they've blindly had hope that, oh, it's going to work out. I know it is. It didn't work out. And they're very unhappy. And they're just very distraught, set aside, put back, that all their determination was nothing. And that's kind of sad. You know, we all believe that if I have faith, if I have belief, if I'm determined and I go through with what I want, it will happen. It's going to happen. It's hard to accept sometimes when that's just a big no. You can't have it. You can't have it. You won't have it. It's not going to happen. And it's like, okay, I guess I can't walk out of this one. Let's get an oracle here on this person. And then I'm going to take some of your guys' questions. Everyone that is a member gets their free questions. If you are not a member, I really ask that you become one. Please go to my website. I really need your support right now. I'm struggling here, keeping afloat with this channel, and I could really use your financial support. So if you could become a basic member or an ultimate member, I'd really appreciate it. Even a member here on YouTube, there's some really reasonable options. I'll give you a card. If you're a member here on YouTube, If you've subscribed and become a member, I'll give you 1 card. If you are a VIP member on my website, you are going to get a full reading. If you are a basic member, I will give you a 3-card reading. All right, let's get in. Spirit, guide and direct these oracle cards to show the truth about this person. This is an air sign individual, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They've been defeated. They're giving up. They're giving up their fight. They do not have the desire to continue that fight because it's fruitless. Spirit, they're losing things left and right. They're losing this friendship. They're losing their happiness, yet they want to come back in this person's life. Can you show us a prediction of this future, what it looks like? So we have this in reverse. I don't know if this deck does reversals, but we'll check. Poised and come to the edge is bottom of the deck. When I say bottom of the deck, I mean the overall bottom line energy that will happen. But let's see if they do reversals. They don't do reversals in this deck. I don't even know why that came in reverse. But you know, everything happens for a reason. Let's go with my own interpretation of this. When poised comes out reversed, then every card on this reading except for the Tower has come reverse. It means they've lost everything. They can't even keep their composure. Because poised means well put together, keeping composure, very blessed kind of individual. When it's in reverse, I feel like it's a lot of pain. And that's what's coming their way, a lot of embarrassment. I think they are going to be embarrassed. The protection message, which is kind of the negative message about this card. They're not ready to move forward at this time. And that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending to know you know what you're doing when you really don't. And pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if they've adopted a fake it till you make it attitude, it's going to land them in some muck right now. This is not the time to wing it or deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you're really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. So, to be clear about the outcome for this person is, oh yeah, there's going to be major disappointment for this individual. They faked it. They lied. Okay, we have a flat out lie here with the Ace of Swords in reverse. They have lied. They have said they had it all figured out. They have this in the palm of their hands. They have all the answers. They know what they're doing. They don't. They're being humbled very quickly by the universe. This is pushing against the flow until they get knocked down so many times they give up. They give up. They cannot push. They were once very determined. This person was very arrogant, very cocky, very rude, very disrespectful, very slanderous. Okay, this person was just kind of an awful individual to come across. They just had the attitude of, God, what is this person's problem? What is your problem? They had something in their sights that they wanted, that they saw, that they needed. And they were determined to go after it, no matter the cost. And it's cost them their friendship. It's cost them love. They're even struggling in relationships with their children. They're struggling in relationships with their friends. They're struggling in happiness. And they just have to pick it up and walk away. Now, this coming to the edge, to me, is like a leap of faith. It's also the Fool card. It is, really. Okay? And it's, are you ready to follow with where the wind takes you? Look how the wind is asking her, come to the edge. Follow. And she's like, no way. Yeah, this is crazy. But the red rose petals are so enchanting. Let's see. So bottom line, the essential meaning of their outcome is courage means taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting a risk. Facing the unknown is only a choice, and it's the only choice this person has right now. The only choice is facing the unknown. It's okay for them to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk because it's not calculated. We don't know what's going to happen, but they have to feel the exhilaration of not knowing, but following with their heart, having faith. They are readying themselves up for this leap. Spirit is here. Spirit is present. They need to let go of fear. They're being called to express their true self and accept correction. Listen to their heart and soul is what they need to do, not their head. They need to come to the edge to discover if they can fly. They must step into some very unfamiliar spiritual ground. In a relationship message, it's scary for them to become truly intimate with someone, to let someone see their vulnerabilities and their weakness. There's parts of them that they have kept hidden and protected that no one has seen. Now is the time to risk opening up and letting someone see their brokenness. It's important that they speak up, voice what they need, state who they are, say what they hope for. Just getting real and honest. It's taking courage. If they're seeking a relationship, the same applies to that other person. That person needs to take one step forward, and the gods will likely deliver what they truly desire. When it comes to work and career and money, the future of this person that's been humiliated is if there ever was a time for them to take a leap of faith into the unknown. This is the perfect moment. Not everything is going to go as planned. The unknown is just a choice. Come to the edge, you're going to discover there's treasure beyond your wildest dreams and expectations. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fear. You don't need to know exactly what's going to happen, exactly when it's going to happen. There's a version of prosperity that awaits that is different than they could imagine. And the universe, spirit, God, source, creator wants what's best for everyone. But they need to let go of their pride, their plan, and their determination. Fear has been leading them into the worst places they don't need to go. Fear leads people into financial lack because they're so scared they're going to get into lack. They manifest it. Fear leads people into sadness because they keep saying, I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. And they make it happen. Everything you focus on that you don't want, that you're scared of, that you're fearful of, you manifest. And that's what this person is realizing. They're going to have to let go of all these fears, because a lot of those fears built up a certain amount of plans, all of which are being destroyed with the tower. They are left with the truth that they will not be lost at sea. They will not watch everyone else get what they want while they're left all alone. But they need to open their heart and be real here. Oh, the drama of it all. Lots and lots of drama. This person has been traumatized, probably more than once, through family, friends, relationships, that they're so scared that it's always going to happen, which is why they plan everything. We have false evidence appearing to be real, which is fear. The more they dwell on fear, the more real it will become. Let go, surrender. Ask yourself, who in me is afraid? And love that part of you. Ask, is this true and real right now? The answer is most likely no. It's okay to be scared. Courage must be summoned in spite of your fear. All right, so everything's coming down for this person. Everything, seriously. The tower's like, we're taking everything. I'm taking your relationship, your marriage. I'm taking your career and your job. I'm taking your friends and your family. I'm taking your health. I'm taking your money. I'm taking it all. And they're just like fighting. No, you're not. You're not taking it. You're not taking my wife. You're not taking my husband. You're not taking my career. You're not taking my health. You're not taking my drive. You're not taking my investment. You're not taking it. No. And they fight and they fight. And it's almost that they get themselves so tired from their own fighting. I don't mean to compare this person to a toddler, but seriously, this is like kind of a toddler argument. And the toddler can kick and scream and throw a good fit. And sure, it tires the parents out. It tires anyone out who's watching. But they're not going to win. They're not going to win their fight. And it's just that knowing that everybody has, right? When we're watching children have a fit. And it's like, God, I don't know why you're doing this to yourself. I mean, if you need to go ahead and go through the motions of the fit, go ahead, but it's not going to help you. It's going to make you feel worse. So this is someone that doesn't like to hear the word no. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, this person got told no. No by their lover, no by the universe, no by this career choice, no. No, you may not have this. No, this is not for you. No, this is not good for you. No, you can't have this. No, this is going to cause you harm. Anyways, a lot of no's. And this person was like, screw you, screw your nose. I'm going to go after what I want. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I'm the kind of person that if I see something, I go for it. And even against better advice, even against the flow of the universe, some people just even against all odds, they go for it. And it was the wrong choice. It was the wrong thing to do. And you will be forced now. The universe is going to take a hand in this individual's life and say, hey, Scorpio time, death, transformation. I'm going to kill your dream. I'm going to kill this relationship. I'm going to take out this business plan. I'm going to wipe it down. Like, you can't have it. and someone is having everything they had their hands on taken from them. Literally, that's what this is. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Literally losing everything. This could also be a Taurus. It's kind of a greedy person, someone that likes to grab, money grab, hand grab, just very greedy in some sense. The Tower is self-destruction in this case. They're self-destructing, but it means destruction at the very least of its form. And it means we're going to have a complete change of heart, complete change of mind and perspective. The universe might change this person's ideal of religion. You know, these are big lifelong belief systems. This person is going to have their vision and belief of marriage be destroyed also. Their belief that they had it all together, that they had it all figured out, destroyed. This is an ego death. And honestly, they're not walking away from something by choice. And that's Eight of Cups in reverse. They didn't choose this. They didn't choose to walk away from a relationship, a career, or whatever they're going through, a situation. They didn't choose to walk away from it by themselves. This is forced. And the goodness in that message is, well, can I come back to the person that loves me? Will they forgive me? Let's go ahead and ask the cards, are you ever going to forgive? Let's see. We'll use the animal oracles. They'll speak for you. Are you ever going to be able to forgive this person for what they've done? They've said a lot. I don't see a lot of personal, like physical pain, but I see they've caused you a lot of mental pain, stress. They've said a lot of rude words. They've caused you a lot of anxiety. And they did damage your finances in some way. They may have even damaged your happiness and family in some way. Are you going to forgive them? Well, this is interesting. Number 14, Temperance, okay, which is a very great fixer angel. We have the Chameleon Spirit. Act as if. You know, this is, I will behave accordingly based on how you behave. And you're basically saying, I will treat you as you deserve to be treated. If you come to me with love and respect, I will treat you with love and respect. If you're going to be toxic, I'm going to leave. Okay, your dark energy. But you're willing to adapt. And that is the chameleon. As you see, the chameleon adapts to whatever colors it's touching, whatever textures it's touching. It wants to blend in. It doesn't want to be seen. So even though it's vibrant, colored, and beautiful, it does like to blend in. So I feel like you're willing to go with the flow, which is very temperance, which is very, I have patience. Let's see how this unravels, but let's go ahead and read this for you. So in the future here for you, the chameleon shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing, and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create a wonderful dream. If you're feeling sensitive, good, because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how to best adapt to the environment and the person that you're dealing with. While at the same time, you're going to be maintaining your integrity and your inner equilibrium. If you feel like you're in uncharted territory, Chameleon spirit has complete faith. And funny, you have faith here in the future for the outcome. Chameleon has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land, adapting as what's necessary. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do until the new ways to feel familiar and completely normal. Life is going to offer you guys a great lesson. Adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. In a protection message, the chameleon says, being sensitive and having empathy for others can become a heavy burden if you don't practice your self-care. Could it be you're feeling stressed in the future because you might have turned yourself into someone that feels the challenging emotions of the people you care about? Chameleon spirit does not want you to adapt to those people and their problems, hoping the feeling will just go away. You can be swallowed up trying to just manage it all. It is time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. The page number on this is number 44, which might be a significant number for you. But not all conditions are yours to match. You need to distinguish your own color from the rest of the world and from this person. You need to figure out who you are away from them. Choose some activities that will restore a sense of being. You've been so involved in other people and their needs that you've kind of lost sight of your own. So take a break from social media too. Self-care and time out is the answer to this temporary dilemma. And I totally get that. Your response to them is, I've been so sucked into your needs, your wants. It's caused me harm. And I just, even though you're going through the worst, I can't necessarily be here for you if you're going to be draining me or sucking me dry emotionally. And you're just looking for that 50-50. You're looking for, I'm willing to have a relationship if you are, you know, but you're going to have to start showing that you're honest. You're going to have to start making some changes. And now I'm hearing that song, Changes. I'm going through changes. Who sings that? Ozzy Osbourne? Youngblood? And Eminem even has a song called Changes. I want you to know that whoever you're dealing with is going through changes. And it's for the better because the universe is coming hardcore against someone who wouldn't change. The universe is finally saying they're going to have to give up. It's too much for them to endure and keep pushing. They're going to give up. What does this mean for your relationship? Whatever you guys went through with this person, it's changed the both of you. You're changed because you're not going to be sticking around much longer through any toxicity. And they're changing because they're finally getting told no when all they've been surrounded by is a bunch of yes men. Wow. Well, that's shocking. Maybe this is too much to think about in this reading. Well, you have a twin flame union approaching, according to the cards. And I think that's way too much for you to think about right now. You're like, I don't want this stuff. I don't want this. This is crazy. I don't want this. But look what's on the other card. A reconciliation is coming. You even got that 8 of Cups as the last card. for your future prediction, which means someone's coming back around. So take this message as you will. Sorry, it's not the, your life is changing and someone new is coming and reading. I'm sorry that it's drama. Sorry that this problematic individual is coming back into your life. But they are. And they're going through changes. I don't know. You got the chameleon. You're going to be able to adapt. You are taking time out for yourself, and it says stay grounded, cleanse yourself. Don't be so empathetic that you drain. You know, you have to be you. But the tower has destroyed a fighter, honestly, and they put up a good fight. And this is about a twin flame who fought against this union. They fought against it because they couldn't really be real. They couldn't really open up. They're being forced in some sense, but not forced to be with you, just forced to give up on their little adventure. You're going to have a choice, of course. You're not forced. But the cards do reveal a reconciliation. Means coming back together after a separation. Seeing eye to eye after a disagreement. The twin flame union is a mirroring, but it's also we're one of the same. You know, we come from the same spirit. So there's a union, there's peace, there's this bond. And it can't be broken. And if this isn't about a lover relationship, perhaps it's your parents, perhaps it's a friend, perhaps it's a child, someone who's been so difficult, so brazen, so hardcore against you. And finally, they lose and they see where they were wrong and they want to come forward with you again. However you're watching this, I just want to end it with someone will be humiliated in a good way. Humiliated in the sense that everything they fought for is not going to work out, and it feels like a failure. It feels like what a shame, what time lost, what a pointless fight. But lessons were learned along the way. So, yeah, this person that you're dealing with, rest in peace, their confidence is shot. Rest in peace, their desire. I think before I go, I want to just get clarity on what they did desire. Like, what were they fighting for? Because I didn't really ask that. And I'm kind of curious. Spirit, what is it they were fighting for that they have to give up on? Spirit, show me what they were fighting for. What is it they wanted? What were they seeking? Oh, just like the Ace of Wands in the reverse, we have the Spark in reverse. 34, over here we have Dragon's Lair in the reverse. Anytime you get Dragon's Lair, it's about gold. It's about money. Oh, 44 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. I told you 44 would be a good number for you that resonates with you here. But the number 19 is the Sun card in the reverse here. So they sought out wealth or fame, money, prosperity. That's what they wanted. Okay, the Spark means they wanted to light that fire. They wanted to just make the money, let the money keep rolling in. There's red flags that shouldn't be ignored. They were seduced into learning a lesson that hurt their heart. Temptation and intrigue. They can't win this particular challenge. It's literally written here in black and white in this card. They cannot win the challenge they were seeking. They have to heed the warning about wanting and longing and fantasizing about belonging to someone, having something, or identifying with something that doesn't have real substance or longevity. They were ignoring this alarm, and they were wandering in circles at the edge of the dragon's lair. They had to choose another path where treasures lie elsewhere. In a love relationship, I see that they might be a dragon in Chinese zodiac, or they might have a dragon tattoo. But I see that they were seeking a person that was not right for them. Okay. And that's in love. They wanted someone because of their body, or they wanted someone because of their money, but they desired someone that was not fulfilling or right for them. Completely the wrong fit for them. If it was career, they wanted something, they wanted to make it work in a career, but it was the wrong career, the wrong choice for them. They chose a job that hurt them, that hurt people they loved. They chose a connection in business with someone who only wanted to do them dirty. Or maybe they were doing the person dirty. Could have been some illegal work as well. In family, they were choosing greed over family. They were choosing something in the dragon's lair. They were choosing gold. They were choosing materialism over family. So when it comes to children, they were choosing their career over children, or money over children. They didn't spend time. They didn't give love. They're losing. Okay. But that's what they wanted. Now, with the spark card in reverse, and everything in this person's life is upside down. Everything's going to come crashing down. Everything they wanted, everything they were seeking, gone. The tower came, and it's the only one in the upright. The tower came to destroy everything, literally, in their path, like a flood, a hurricane, an earthquake. Everything gone in a second. A tornado, it's just gone. The drama that everything for years that they were building, just gone in a flash. So with the spark in reverse, sometimes their fire gets doused by others that don't want them to be what they can be. It's just the wrong energy. They need to move away from this person because they're losing themselves, they're losing their soul. Now, my intuition says they were losing their soul. They were losing their soul in a relationship or some kind of a financial venture. They're completely burned out. They are burned out in a situation. They've dealt with compulsion and impulsiveness, and that is being tempered right now. Things have died down in their life. All right, I'm going to conclude it. That's it. Let's get a message from them as we close. What does this person want to say as they've been humbled by the universe? They've been humbled by the tower. What does this person want to say? Show me this person's heart and feelings with these cards. They're getting a haircut today. Someone's getting a haircut, or they're getting a haircut this week. So we have making love to you is unlike anything I've ever experienced. You make my body react in such a magnetic way to yours. They desire you, they want you. You are their natural high. They're attracted to you right now at this time. You are very healing to their energy. And it's, by the way, number 1 in romantic experiences in their book. So if this is about a relationship, you are number 1 in intimacy in their life. And they probably want to do that with you because it's very healing and invigorating. But the chameleon says, do not drain your energy with this person. That's just what they want. That's what they feel. If they could tell you that you're number 1, they would. But that's what's in their heart. Now, if this is family, obviously, or friends, it means being around you, having conversations with you, opening up to you, sharing their heart with you is number 1. They can share things with you like they've never shared with anybody else. They miss you because they just feel compelled to open up around you. You're just that natural psychologist, that natural friend. And they miss that. They definitely have had a deeper connection with you than any other child, than any other friend, than any other person, than any other parent, whatever. They've had a deeper connection with you than anyone. And if they could tell you that, they would. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and close. That's what they would say. I hope you liked that reading. I'm starving, by the way. All right, so I'm going to do my members and the people I promised I would read for the other day. So I believe that was Ellen, Peaches, Jesse. Who else? There was someone else and I can't think of it right now. But if you guys remember, please remind me. And if they're here, that makes it even better because you can speak up. Okay. If you guys want some free questions, please follow me on the talk. You know what I mean by the talk? Follow me there, and you will get one. I'll be doing a talk reading, a tea talk reading later. Okay. Right now, I'm only doing paid members, and I will say I had some huge disappointment for the month of July. I only had 1 paid member. So if you guys used to be a member on my website, please consider going back to being a member because I see it coming through and I know when it doesn't. So please. I definitely need your support, guys. All right. Ellen, I'm going to answer your question first. All right. Ellen, what is your question? Gifted blessings. Hi. Gifted blessings, I would love to answer your question. If you could follow me here, subscribe, and on the T-Talk app, I would love you to follow me there. I'd be happy to give you a free one. I want to know about the date. We've recently started to flirt a bit again. Will we take a new date this month, or will we spend time together in other ways this month or next month? Okay. Spirit, show me how Ellen and her connection is going to flourish. Spirit, please use these cards to guide and direct me to the correct message for Ellen and her relationship. Five of Cups. I sense some sadness, but the end of sadness, some stress, some temperance. This is a slow recovery, Ellen. This is going to take you a while to move through. The disappointment for you is it's not going to be fast enough. It's not moving fast enough. I see a reconciliation, a reunion. You guys are going to come back together in some way. Someone is sorry. Someone wants to heal this. But there's this fear. There's too much damage. There's too much water under the bridge. But yet there's room for healing. Temperance says, I am slowly healing this relationship. They're a little bit taken aback. But we've started healing. We're going to fix this. Communication is back. But it's sparse. I do see a sparse communication. There's something you don't know, Ellen. Swords, 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 swords. So in your absence and in your separation, there's some things that happened or went down that you weren't really aware of. And I don't think he's fully ready to tell you yet. He's kind of putting some closure with some other things. But he does want to reconnect with you. He's begun to reconnect with you. He's begun the process. He's started. And this is a victory. This is a win. This is celebration. There is love here. There is love. There's romance. There's attraction. And you guys get to leave the past behind you, which was pretty toxic. It was a pretty bad, painful past. I see that we're going to come in and fix that, but it's going to start with communication and slowly, gradually be healed. There's something he wants to tell you, but he hasn't told you. I'm hearing he has to cut off loose ends before he can really start to engage with you. You guys are on the road to recovery. This relationship will be healed. You will come into union. It's going to take some time. A lot of pain is being released. The past is being dealt with. We're finally putting the drama to bed. But in the meantime, you may have some sleepless nights. Or at least stay up wondering what they're thinking, wondering what he's saying, wondering what he wants to say, wondering how he feels. There's going to be some wondering, but it is on the way to being fixed. And whatever's been hidden from you, whatever's been kept, you will know the truth, Ace of Swords. He's going to tell you in time. He's going to tell you what really went on behind closed doors. Let's get a message for your love. Ready, willing, and able. He's getting ready. He is willing and he is able. He's going to have to earn some trust starting from the bottom. There's some things he hasn't told you about, okay? And there's some lies. Are you going to forgive? Probably, but there is some lies. There is a twin flame union approaching between you and him. So I do see you guys coming back together, but I kind of get the feeling we're going to have to deal with some pain before the pleasure happens. There's some guilt for some past actions and behaviors. Okay, Ellen. Guilt. What is he guilty about? Right? This is a win. He's coming back. There's a reunion, but there's some things here. There's some things. We have to be fair in the reverse. The pendulum is swinging into balance. You can find a way to achieve fairness. This is a time for listening as well as speaking. There is much to be learned. Injustice and inequality are a part of life, and that's something that happened here. This is a time when you may observe an injustice, and it's going to be addressed. Perhaps you've come to the rescue for someone else, or you're called to answer for a personal slight. There might be an amazement of the sense of power that surges when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for someone who is less fortunate. One thing is for certain. Fairness needs to be seen. And whatever was dealt with in the past that was unfair is going to be resolved for the highest good of everyone involved. This is going to be an act of kindness, empathy, and courage. So injustice and unfairness. It's not going to feel very fair, and I think you feel like the universe isn't very fair to you. Why do you have to suffer again? Why are you going through more pain? Why can't you just get to the good stuff, you know? So there's going to feel like I've already waited so long with temperance. I've already been through trials, tribulations. Can't we get to the good stuff? Your person has to pay for some karma. Okay, your person has karma that he's got to deal with. He has to deal with it before he gets to you, because you're the good stuff. You're the good stuff. And you guys are supposed to come together, but he's got to deal with what he's done behind your back and just in general to himself. He's got to be ready, willing, and able to change for the better and address his lies, his deceptions, his deceit, and his wrongdoings, and face it with the Ace of Swords. So when it comes to love, just to answer your question in a blunt way as you asked, to be very frank with you, he is coming back around. The union's going to take a little bit more time than you'd like, but he is dealing with his demons. And I feel like an apology is coming or is already here. He's making an effort to take out the pain and the swords that he caused. He has a lot of stress about what he's done, but he's facing his karma. He's dealing with it. He's looking at it. Excuse me. And the angel is going to be balancing and correcting his behavior. So that's what I see, Ellen. All right, Sunval. What is your question, love? Ling, you can post, but someone's going to have to take note of your question because I'm not doing you right now, and I'll need to know your question when I'm ready to do you. But I can't remember it after I've done a reading because my mind is going to be here focused in another reading, so I can't remember what you're mentioning now for later. Spirit, guide and direct me for Sun. I know you just wanted to know, I think, Sun, what love was going to bring for you. Let's take a look. Spirit, what is love going to bring for Sun, Val? Is new love coming? Show me Sun, Val. So I'm hearing mandarin oranges. I don't know what that means for you, but super sweet, super refreshing. Maybe a mandarin orange candle would do you some good. Orange, the color of confidence and sexuality, sensuality. I do see some sexual energy coming your way. An air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, wants to come over very quickly. It looks like this person doesn't last very long, though, sexually. But I do see someone coming in intimately that wants a connection with you and is going to be reaching out very soon, probably within a few days. Oh, yeah, it's sexual. Knight of Wands. Okay, he may not be the only one. There may be two people. For sure, knights. Okay, middle-aged men. Three swords. It's a third party. So more than one person is coming in. Three of Wands. Expectation. You can expect two people to come into your energy within 3 weeks. Okay, there's choices that are going to be made and someone's going to be hurt. You have an opportunity at a new beginning, a fresh start, but it would be the cost of leaving someone else behind. King of Cups, someone you love very, very much, someone that hasn't been treating you the way you want to be treated. You'd have to leave that person behind, take your love away from them to take grab of this new beginning. Spirit, show me this Ace of Pentacles for Sun. It's a competition. It's a Sagittarius. You have a new chance at a new beginning with a Sagittarius. He's coming in to compete for your love. But there's somebody else, air sign, water sign energy that you may have to leave behind. But this Sagittarius wants marriage, wants a deeper connection with you. Finally, after all these times of doing your readings, you get somebody new coming in. Social media, you might have met this person on social media. Hidden desires, hidden intentions. He has some fears and anxieties. I think he's a little bit younger than you. Okay, son, you're going to meet someone through social media somehow. And this person has a very good intention to offer you commitment. This person would love commitment. would love to see what life has to offer the both of you. But you're going to have to leave the old guy behind. And it's going to be sad for him, obviously. But, you know, you've loved this person for so long. It's hard to deal with that. But you know what? That person always comes in fast, quick, and leaves. Hurts you in that way. It's very painful. Yeah, there's too much pain. There's way too much pain with the older person. It's too much suffering. You deserve better. And as loving as you are and as caring as you are to that person, it is what it is. They can't continue to cause you so much pain. Secondary. You're always second place. You're never first in this person's connection. And that's what you have to leave behind. He's been too cowardly to step up and do what he needs to do. So what I see coming in for you, son, is this beautiful new connection. What is it you need to know about this new connection? Hey, Doja, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to focus on the reading at the moment. Let's see. Spirit, guide and direct me to Sun. Show me what needs to be seen for this new connection. The lizard spirit, which, by the way, is very fire sign. The lizard always represents that fire energy. Dream the world into being. 38. When was the last time you basked in the sun, son, and allowed yourself to daydream? Imagine what life might be like this lizard, who appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and your dreams flow. If you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close just a little, allowing this new relationship to come in, new possibilities. How might you grow and expand if you allow yourself to open up and dream about a new connection given to the power of this new person, and it's going to become more clear. Spirit asks you to dare and dream big. So, son, for once, you're getting a new love. I don't know who this guy is, but he's a Sagittarius. Okay? He's a Sag. And it's right there. You're going to be walking away from Mael, most likely. It's going to be difficult and painful, but I think you're going to do it. All right. So I see goodness coming in for you. Finally, you're getting a new beginning at love. Will you take it? Okay. This is going to happen within about 3 weeks, but you can expect this reading to come to fruition. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, sorry guys, I was getting cold. I had to put on a little pair of pants. I had shorts on. Okay. So I see a few of you want some more readings. I see Dojo wants a reading. Linglicious wants a reading. Jesse Oak, I owe you a reading, so I'm going to do you as well. Is there any other members that would like a reading? Yes, Doja, I know it's always one thing after the other. It's terrible. Trying to get to it. The universe, the timing, remember divine timing. I think there's a reason why every time we want to get started and we jump to get started, it's being kept. So I'm going to honor that. Today is not a good day. It is possible this week coming up is a good week, but we want to honor divine timing. And we'll talk more about that in the coaching. Divine timing, planetary transitions, your Mahadasha, and we'll get more into that with the astrology. We did just have a shift. Obviously, Saturn's in retrograde. So we are going to be dealing with past situations. We're going to be dealing with that. So I do think it's going to be a good time to deal with what has been late. And that's what Saturn is going to address, catching up on what was missed, what needed to be addressed. So maybe divine timing was waiting for some issues to come up for the coaching that wouldn't have come up before. So we are going to get into that. I think this week coming up might be good. So let's see. Today's Wednesday. I can't today and I can't tomorrow. It's possible Thursday, actually, tomorrow. It's possible Thursday. I can. Towards the evening, if that works for you. It is possible. And if not, I cannot Friday and I can't Saturday. But it's a possibility the beginning of next week would work, which would be a Sunday, which might be a really good day. Okay, so I'm going to jump into Ling. Ling, what is your question? And then Doja Cell, I can do your question, and then I'm going to do Jesse. The first initial coaching isn't a full-blown reading. It is coaching, so we're going to be mostly looking at getting information about your chart, talking about what you've been going through, and taking a look at your house. If you're ready to show your house so we can look at the feng shui, the energy, the chi that's coming in through your house, make sure that's ready as well. It's going to be, the initial meeting is about 1 to 2 hours, Doja. Worst case, sometimes it takes up to 2, but usually it's about an hour for the first. And towards the end of that initial coaching, we do the reading at the end. Because really what the initial is gathering all the information needed for the coaching. So looking at your home, looking at your chi, looking at your birth chart, looking at some history, and being able to see what we can do to go forward for remedies. Then we're going to start the remedies right away. And through the coaching, we're going to work our way through those remedies with all kinds of different situations such as feng shui, magic. We're going to be using affirmations. We're going to be using lots of different things to bring forth change. It's a very powerful change. Okay, great. Let's pin a date for August. Okay. Yes. Ling, the last few lives we got July, just rechecking. Will ST contact me this month? Okay, let's see. Spirit, can you guide and direct me right now for ST? Show me, is he going to contact Ling? Show me this person. You're going to be contacted on the 8th. There's something about the 8th. Okay, 8. And I heard 8th in my channeling, 8th. Okay, so maybe the 8th day from now. Maybe the 18th, 28th. There's something about an 8. That's very powerful. Wish fulfillment is here. You're going to get what you want. Queen of Cups in the reverse. You're not being treated lovingly, I can tell you that. This is a very painful, emotional situation that you're dealing with. You need to address some emotions that you're not addressing, Ling. You are burying pain and emotions, and you're always looking at the glass half full. This is going to cause you some imbalance. Okay, it's time to deal with some situations that you haven't been wanting to deal with. Okay, you need to make some better judgment calls on how you manage yourself, how you manage your health, how you manage your mental health, your emotional health. Okay, there's some things that have happened in your past that are going to get brought up and that need to be dealt with, and you need to have some closure on. Okay, some abandonment, some dark night of the soul kind of stuff. We need to deal with that. But I do think you're going to hear from him. There is something about the 8th that you're going to hear from him, Knight of Cups. Okay, so it's coming. And I do feel that that's a for sure thing. It's in the bag. He's coming. He's going to give you a small offer. I think he's going to show up with some affection, with some love. He's going to be kind when he does reach out to you. Chariot. And it is July, the Chariot, the month of July. Cancerian vibes. Towards the later part of July. Okay, so I do see some action with him actually coming towards you. It may be metaphorical. Maybe it is metaphorically him energetically coming towards you, but I see him coming towards you. All right, so he is going to reach out. You are going to get wish fulfillment, but there is some things that in the meantime, you need to address. Why? Why do you have to address these things? Let's take a look. Why does this need to be addressed by Ling? Embarrassment. Okay, so there's some embarrassment. There's some pride that's been hurt throughout this connection, and you've been very distant from that truth. Very distant from the fact that it was very hurtful. Whatever happened. Some water. All right. So whoever hurt you, take this month of July, a very emotional month, to go ahead and go forward and deal with the pain of the past. Let's face some of those barriers that we're not willing to address because maybe they're too painful to address, but we have to deal with them now. And that's going to help your energy and your chi and your karma move forward and with ST. What is ST's communication going to feel like when he reaches out? Karma is at work here, choosing the right path for us. And it's like you're dealing with karma, he's dealing with karma. He's going to tell you some things that he's recently been through, and that kind of explains judgment too. He recently had a bout with some karmic things. And it's good for him. He needed to have that battle. But I think he's overcome some of it. And I think he's going to be choosing the right path, which is with you. Okay? He's going to be reminiscing on past moments with you. What are some of the things he wants to tell you? Spirit, what are some of the things ST wants to tell her? I've replayed all our conversations and times together. I'm so sorry for always holding back with you. So basically, he's going to be saying he's missed you. Okay? He's going to bring up some good times that you guys shared together. He's going to say how much he's missed that with you. And how much he kind of wants to get back with that with you. He's going to say, I've been suffering lately. I've been going through a lot. Whatever he's been going through is his karma. He might share some of that with you. But all in all, it's just a lighthearted reconnecting of revisiting the past and saying, I've missed you. There's going to be a lot of, I've been busy working. I saw the Eight of Pentacles almost want to pop up. So, yeah, that's true. He's being honest. But know whatever suffering he's going through, it's because he needs to get on the right path, and he's still struggling with that. He's taking too long. Six of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. He's going to say there's some kind of financial stressors for him, which is true. Now, the action I see, like the big deal, is the fact that you guys are coming back together to reunite. That's judgment, and that's somebody from the past coming back into your life. So I feel like you guys are going to get literally back on the horse again. I feel like he's willing to try again. I feel like he's willing to do the right thing. More than anything, I just see that he's been missing you. And he's called energetically to come back to you. Literally, it's a calling. It's divine timing to come back and reach back out and see you. It is happening. You are going to get your wishes. But there is this little thing over here that, you know, while all this is happening, don't forget to deal with it. How do you go about healing that is the question. Spirit, how does she go about healing the past embarrassment with the Queen of Cups in reverse and the distance? How does she go about healing this? The Wombat Spirit. And this is be at home. I don't know much about wombats, to be honest. But there's the 8, 68. Again, something about the 8. All right, let's see what this little wombat has to say on how to heal your situation. Burrowing deep into the ground. Okay, so grounding, remaining safe, sound, well-fed with family. It's a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available to recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat spirit reminds you that you need to truly be at home in this world. And you need to find comfort within your own skin. All your experiences without judgment. Funny how they bring out the judgment card too. Through a deep, honest love of life. When you feel freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life with your family. Okay, I already have the answer. There's something unaccepting about yourself. And whatever that is, that needs to get dealt with. Whether you don't feel at home in your own body, you don't feel at home in your own skin, you don't feel at home in your own energy, at home in your own space, I don't know. But there's this energy of you need to feel comfortable being who you are completely. And that might be reconnecting with your family at home. I also get the energy that you need to make your home space more energetically pleasing and comforting. So create a new cozy experience at home. Okay, that's what I'm feeling for you. All right, Doja Sao. You're welcome, honey. Spirit guide and direct me for Doja Cell. What is your question here, Doja? You're welcome, Ling. What does my spirit team want me to know for August? Okay. So bottom of the deck over here is the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck over here is the Page of Cups. Bottom line, your spirit guides want you to not lose faith that love is coming for you, okay? There is someone out there for you. And this would be a water sign. I felt a Scorpio. There's someone for you. And not to lose faith. You've been through trials and tribulations. You've been through hard times in love. But this love is meant to be. And it's already written in the stars, written in your birth chart. And this person is coming. Look at that. Hierophant, Hierophant. That's the kind of stuff that doesn't happen every day, girl. Okay? You're meant to be committed and married. Your ships are coming in. Look at this one. Your ship is coming in. 3 of Wands. Expectation. All right. So there's a Scorpio and Taurus connection. Maybe it's in your birth chart. Maybe it's in this person's. But there is a Scorpio-Taurus connection. Now, let's take a look at what the month of August needs you to know. Mentally, you're going to have to let some things go. History, etc. You're also being a little bit hesitant on where to invest your money, how to spend it wisely. Be careful, you know, of course, is what you're doing. You're being very careful at how you spend your money. Okay. This is very money conscious. Money is coming in, but you cannot be afraid to invest. There's too much frugal energy here. There's something here that tells me budgeting, penny pinching. Maybe there's a lack of money coming in some way, but there's this worry, if you will. There's a definite worry about finances. And what I'm seeing here is make a decision on where to put your money in some kind of an investment. Even if it's a small investment, invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest in your health. Okay, those are small. Invest in something. Do not be afraid to spend a little bit on vitamins and supplements. Don't be afraid to spend a little bit of money in, you know, getting a psychologist or having someone take care of your finances for you, perhaps paying someone to address credit. If you have that worry, I don't know. But there's some decisions that need to be made about where to put your money and how to put it in the right place. August wants you to start thinking about that and making decisions. No more holding back. Because really these images do speak of I'm holding back. I'm waiting for clarity and I'm waiting for more answers or something more direct. You need to search your heart and exactly what you need. With the Moon card, I have your emotions are going to be at an all-time high for the month of August. And there's going to be a lot of soul searching and introspection. Some feelings are going to get brought up to the surface that need to be brought up to the surface for clearing, for cleansing. And there's going to be some secrets that are going to be coming out. There's a secret admirer. Okay. There's a secret admirer that I think is going to show themselves a little bit. Okay. So this could be a fire sign, but I do see someone that's like, okay, in the month of August, I want to speak up and speak out. You're going to be getting a lot of compliments in the month of August. Compliments on your hair, compliments on your skin, compliments on your work, something you're going to be getting compliments. I also see that you have some new dreams, some new desires. Something new is going to spark off and start off in the month of August. And this is going to lead to a lot of healing. And I feel if there's been a past desire, that might get burned out a little bit. It might get cooled down. Okay, cooled down. There's something that's going to get put on the back burner in August. It could be a relationship. It could be a project. But it will be put back because you're going to have a different focus in August. What is this focus going to be? Spirit, what is this new focus in August? Ooh, engagement ring. Look at this. Marriage, engagement ring. a higher level of commitment, eternity, partnership, and union completion. You're going to start manifesting. Magic wand, page of wands. You're going to take the first steps to manifesting marriage. And that's what you're going to be doing in August. Literally manifesting a union and a marriage. You're calling in a partner. There's going to be some candle magic happening in August. Love is at the bottom of the deck. Oh yeah, that's what's coming up. And your ships, we have the ship coming in. Look at that ship. See the ship? Expectation, cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, progression, and arriving. So you're going to be receiving the information you need. You're going to be lighting candles. You're going to be manifesting this. And you're going to be cutting ties with the past that kept you in limbo and held you back. Okay, so in August, I see freedom and movement, and you're going to be very dedicated to manifesting love of all things. Love is what's on the agenda. Towards the end of August, we have some financial return. 8 of Wands. Sag vibes. I like that. So movement and actions towards investments. You will be making some wise investments towards the end of August, and you're going to start to see it flourishing and multiplying. So 8, something's going to multiply by 8 in the month of August. Money's looking really good. 8 is a very powerful number for money. I feel the 18th is a very lucky day for you in August. And I feel like you might even get engagement, thoughts, ideas, or like you're going to be manifesting how you want your marriage or engagement to look. So you're going to be Pinteresting or like taking notes, making mental images, shooting those desires, those Cupid's arrows. You're going to be planting that seed in the universe, something very solid. And I do see a return. I think that as long as you're willing to invest in your mental health, your physical health, and your emotional and spiritual health, this is all going to pay back. Okay? So let's get another card here for what that looks like. Excuse me. Show me love, please. Yep. Planning for the future. Heart chakra, bottom of the deck. Travel is good for the soul. You may be even considering taking a cruise. You might even meet someone on a cruise. Okay? You may very well meet someone. If you've ever thought of a cruise, I think that might be a good idea at this time. Being on water might be a very good idea. But you're definitely cruising into the future, making plans. It's solidified, it's grounded, and it's anchored. And I can tell you, this is a good year for you. And this August is a great time to manifest love and commitment. But love is in the air in the month of August. And that's what I see for you. I'm going to do Jessie now, because my throat is not going to last another reading after Jessie. It's not. My throat is on its last limb. Hey, Jessie. We're going to do a reading for you. Perfect timing. I'm glad you're here. Let's get in. Dojo, we'll see you more on your coaching sesh. So we'll get more into what's going on with you. But August looks really good. You're welcome, hun. Hey, I'm lucky to have you, Jessie. You've kept me above water so many times. Everyone else has just kind of bailed out on me, and I understand times are tough, but Jessie, thank you so much for even your little contributions. It's always uplifting, inspiring, and it keeps me going. I really appreciate you. Thank you. And all your kind words. Thank you so much. All right, Spirit, let's get into Jessie. Show me what we need to see. Jessie, do you have any specific questions that you want to ask? Whatever you want to read for me. Okay. Cool, thank you. All right, let's see what I got. I'll do a pentacle reading. So bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. You've lacked a little bit of confidence lately, but I think you're going to get a bounce back, okay? There's been a personal struggle for you, and it's just been difficult. Maybe it's your physical health. Maybe it's just the way you view things. But I see a bounce back, okay? You're going to bounce back from this. If it's a health thing, too, you're going to bounce right back. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel right as rain. If it's a financial situation, you're going to bounce back. You are always the one that gives gathers, and that's the classic message for the Nine of Pentacles, the one that gives gathers. She is one step away from being the Empress. You know, she's right there. She's always giving to others. It makes her very attractive. Money's attracted to her. People are attracted to her. The universe is attracted to her, and people listen to her, okay? So you are someone of power, okay? So good things are going to come to you. Believe me, even if you don't think so, good things are coming to you because you've sown good seeds and your garden is going to be flourishing. Mentally, what I see for you is you're getting unattached from someone that had you in a chokehold. Someone had you in a chokehold and you were just obsessed, or they were obsessed with you, or like something crazy was going on. And it was problem after problem, drama after drama, and that's getting addressed. And I think right now, and going in even into August, you're going to be looking at freedom, liberation, getting away from being obsessed with something or someone, or ultra worried, or just in a hardship. Whatever's had you struggling or in a chokehold, even with family, anyone you felt contracted to, promised to, like owed to, freedom, liberation. You're going to be free from these individuals or free from this person. I see that you're going to be speaking more and more about what you want in this life, your desires. Your imagination is going to take it soaring. You're going to be getting some new ideas, actually, about business, career. That's going to just take a huge step forward, gigantic leap step forward. You might be adding a new business, considering creating a new one, investing in one. I don't know, but you've got some new ideas that are going to take you really far. I see you're going to get your hand involved in some investment opportunities as well. I also see the mountains. Okay, there's a lot of mountains here. Green mountains, streams, lakes, being outdoors. I'm hearing don't talk about it, be about it. Get out there, get one with nature, collect things from nature. That's what I'm seeing, collecting sticks, stones, leaves, just trinkets, things that you can collect from nature to put around your altar, or to create something at home with what you find out there. Going to the Renaissance Fair might be something you're interested in. Also getting a hiking stick, but making it really cool, kind of Hobbit-like, very Renaissance. That's kind of cool. I also see that you're going to be flirting, and maybe someone's going to be flirting with you. I don't know, but flirtation, sexual flirtations are going to be in the forefront, coming from your lips, or you're going to be responding to it. Coming up soon, okay? So over the next week, quite a bit of flirting is going to be going on. And some beginning ideas about sexual passions, they're going to be coming alive. When it comes to money, career, stability, I see slow and steady wins the race. I see consistency pays off. I see the Knight of Pentacles as sturdy, dependable, and always. So I feel like this is the loyal knight. Money's going to come in when it needs to. It's going to stick. It's going to stay. Money's just looking good and bright for you in general. Okay? So I feel like you're plowing a field to make more money. So you are preparing to make even more money than you've ever dreamed. So I feel like there's a little adventure in you that's going to bring tenfold. And I am hearing tenfold the money. So I don't know what this is, but this Knight of Pentacles is promising. It's slow to come, but sure to give. So I feel like your money is wisely inspired and invested, and it's going to pay well through retirement. There's something coming that gives you support even throughout your future. And this might have to do with real estate. You might want to real estate invest right now. Maybe opening up a business, something to do with cars. Or maybe it involves travel. But I see good, promising things when it comes to your money. And as long as you keep doing what you've been doing and you keep your mind steady and you focus on your investments and you do it wisely, I feel you're going to definitely get back tenfold. When it comes to the things you've wanted, the things you've desired, there's some changes there. There's something you wanted for a long time that you kind of no longer want. You kind of feel like it was a waste of time. You put your money, your time, your energy, your heart into something, and it didn't pay off the way you thought it would. So there is some level of disappointment. And when it comes to romance, there is also a level of disappointment. That Seven of Pentacles really speaks to, especially in reverse, now is not the time to sit around and do nothing about your love life, about your desires, your wants. Okay? You've come so far. You need to still take action. Maybe you haven't achieved what you thought you would in love, but you will. Maybe you haven't achieved what you thought you would in business, but you will. More effort is needed. Give it some time. Okay? So more effort is needed. You need time. Don't give up. So whatever these things are that you've been wanting and you just don't see results, don't give up. Stay determined. Now, when it comes to love, love's coming in. You have your heart set on somebody, or somebody's got their heart set on you. It's a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Yep, there's a water sign. There's some fear and anxiety about this water sign. There's some fear either from them or from you. But you're planning a future with this person, or they're planning a future with you. Heart healing, healing the heart chakra. This person that you're into is healing. They've got a lot of pain, and they have a lot of fear and anxiety about love. I think they've been jaded. Maybe it's you that's been jaded. Maybe it's both of you. But, ooh, we got to clear this air, right? We got to clear it because there's so much fear. They've been through so much. And mentally, you too, getting unattached from unhealthy, toxic people. And this person, same thing, getting unattached from unhealthy, toxic people. But love is coming in. Knight of Cups, this could be within 30 days. This is coming in pretty quickly, but there's love. And Ace of Wands, maybe a lot of flirting. Coffee cup. So meeting with this person over coffee, talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, and starting on friendship first may be wise. That's coffee cup. So start on friendship and let it work its way up. Yep, we got talking down here. Talking, interested, awaiting messages, texts, calls, emails, talking more. Putting your energy into this and then putting their energy into you. I think this is going to take a little bit of time. You are single and ready to mingle and find love. King of Wands, you will. You are going to find it. You are going to get your desires. But it's going to start with friendship, okay? So there's a sign there about love and friendship. Now, what does the universe want you to know? Let's get an animal message. I'm having such fun with these animal messages. Spirit, what is the answer of advice from the animals? Show us the oracles. Okay, we have a rhino. Perseverance. Don't give up. Try harder. That might be a key slogan for you right now. Don't give up. Try harder. Okay. Koi fish spirit. There is always enough. Someone might be playing coy. All right. But rhino spirit, overcome. Okay. So you're going to overcome some obstacles. The number 50 might be important to you. Who you're dealing with is very attractive and very sweet, very humble, and they have peace. So in order to be with them, you have to be more rewarding than their personal peace. You're going to have to get their attention. Okay, rhino spirit. So oracle message, we always have the choice to press ahead. And rhino spirit strength offers power and breakthroughs from any stubborn obstacles. The animal spirit knows there is more than one way to open a path to what it is you seek. When rhino spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome this obstacle in multiple ways. By going around them, shattering them with a direct force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that drift away. By refusing to allow them to limit you. Apply rhino spirit with creativity, and no obstacle can stand in your way. For you have the magic to make many ways in which to make it happen. Your power is awesome right now. Rhino spirit also wants to remind you that whenever something seems to prevent you from getting what you want, it means something much better is coming. Keep that in mind when you consider the nature of the obstacles in front of you. Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants the best for you. So I'm also hearing you need to speak more affirmations with force. The way you speak is a key to your manifestation. Speak it into existence. Breathe it. Call it. Name it. Be very direct with your speech right now. You need to be very direct and confident. Call it what it is. Call things into existence. Say what's on your heart. Don't be shy. Barrel through with what's in your heart. Always speak your truth, if you will, but not, you don't want to say every little thing that's in your mind, but, be genuine. But more than anything, you need to be more forceful with your speech and a little bit braver. Go deep into your investments. It will pay off. And when it comes to work and career, keep doing what you're doing, but keep trying. Don't give up. Again, investing in real estate is going to be really important for you, or cars. Okay. I see some good news with a truck. A big truck, perhaps. I don't know what that would mean. But yeah. Okay, that's what I see coming in for you. And I'm going to go ahead and go because I'm feeling exhausted. I would love to chat with you again. Let me know. I love you guys. I'm going to go. I'm going to get some replenishment. This reading was very draining. Thank you for watching me. Don't forget to follow me on the Tea Talk. Okay. I will be doing some free readings over there. So subscribe here, like it, follow me on the Tea Talk, and if you do, I'll be happy to give you a reading. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.